Okay, Oak Leader. We're gonna eat the purple thing, right? No, we're gonna ride the purple thing. Oh, and then we're gonna eat the purple thing? If the purple thing don't eat us first.
Hey, it's Tim here, your average dungeon master and your amateur bar master. Today I'm asking, you got any last words? Last word is a sort of prove it cocktail, I'd call it. If you make cocktails or know anything about cocktails, people might test your knowledge by seeing if you know what a last word is or how to make a last word, or if you like a last word. Sometimes people are judged by what kind of cocktails they like, and the last word is one of those kinds of cocktails. So I'm taking the last word and I'm changing it so that people will get even more mad at me. I'm going to continue my advice of building my drink with the thickest ingredient first. So 1 ounce of Luxardo 1 ounce of Luxardo Maraschino liqueur. This is cherry liqueur. This is the sweetener for our any last words. 1 ounce of maraschino, 1.5 ounces of Amaro. This is Meletti. Amaro is bitter liqueur, and this Amaro Meletti is a little bit sweeter than like Campari, which is very bitter, or Aperol, which is the original in a last word. But this is a little bit richer and just a little bit sweeter than Aperol. I like my drinks a little bit sweeter. I think there's some cocktail enthusiasts that would look down on people for liking sweet drinks. I think that's wrong. Enjoy what you enjoy. I like my drinks a little bit sweeter, and I really like this Meletti Amaro, which I'm using instead of Aperol. And then 1.5 ounces of gin. This is a new American style gin. Again, made in Indianapolis. Drink local. Anytime you can get your spirits locally, do so. And then finally, a 1/2 ounce of lime juice. So the last word would use chartreuse instead of maraschino. I've got maraschino, I don't have chartreuse. I'm a big advocate of using what you have on your shelf instead of going out and buying a million bottles and having no room to put them. 4 ingredients, pretty simple. Again, 1.5 gin, 1.5 Amaro, 1 ounce of a liqueur or a sweetener, maraschino in this case, and then 1/2 ounce of lime juice. And then I'm going to shake it up over ice. 12 seconds. So today's drink is called Any Last Words because I've got an orc army, especially my Orc Hound. This model comes from Rocket Pig Games, which I'm a patron of. They make support-free models, which is awesome. And I 3D printed and painted this Orc Hound. I'll get some close-ups and show you guys the terrible Orc Hound and why I'm calling this drink Any Last Words, because he's here to eat your face. Double strain, because I've got ice chips and lime pulp. I don't like my drinks to come all the way up to the rim, but I want it to come close. And I did just that. And then Any Last Words is finished with some cocktail cherries. Always a crowd pleaser. These cocktail cherries came from Door County, Wisconsin. I was just there with my family. If you've not been to Door County, I highly suggest it, especially if you're a cherry fan. Put that right across the top. Cherries on top. Any last words? All right, let's taste this Any Last Words. So good. I think this is one of my favorite cocktails that I've created. I love gin, for one thing, and this Meletti Amaro is really good. Amaros in general are something that's really fun to experiment with. If you have the budget and you have a place that you can get good Amaro, and a variety of them, get 3 or 4 and try them on their own. Try them with gin in other drinks such as this. And then what I would recommend is after you have the drink and have taken the drink, stick your cherries in it and let them soak and then also impart some flavor into the drink. Nice treat at the end, but also gives an additional cherry flavor as you go. The cherry liqueur works really well with the rich Amaro and then the botanicals of the gin. And the lime juice adds the sharpness that you really need. This is a really, really good drink. If you've had a last word, that's also a really good drink. But this, very good. And it's a good template too. Like I said, take those Amaro, switch them out in here, switch it out with different gins. Gin can have a lot of variety and flavor too. So the combination of the gin, the Amaro, and then the liqueur, a lot to play with here. And then just one at a time kind of switch these out until you find a combination that you like. And then you could have, your favorite drink for life after you find that combination, and then you're set. This is so, so good. It's not too sweet because you just have the Luxardo. It's deep with the Amaro. It's warm underneath, but then sharp with the lime and bright. And then floral also. It's all those things together, and I love it. And then these cherries. I can't wait till the end, so I'm going to eat one now. This is a drink that's sure to impress. Any last words? Cheers.